Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to.
So you guys asked us to get a little different perspective on the NewJeans case because you said the K-pop spy is too biased, which I agree she's biased. But
Oh,
you know
okay.
we can kind of go through this sort through the bias. I don't
Yeah,
think that's a problem
yeah,
for me. But
yeah.
so y'all said to check out the Korean lawyer Titan. I think
Did we do?
that's
I
no
maybe.
we've done the lawyer in Seoul. That was
Oh, okay. I want to
yeah.
see what you guys recommended.
I checked him out. He didn't have any new videos about that case. It was only two months ago,
Ah.
that old video that we reacted to. So let's see this 2 days ago. Can NewJeans truly become independent from HYBE? What lies ahead? Let's see.
Hello, everyone. This is Attack on Lawyer, a Korean lawyer YouTuber who has been covering the HYBE and Min Hee-jin case in depth since last year. I know that many people outside of
Is
Korea
that
are also
him
interested.
on the
I
top?
I think that's him, but I think this is a AI voice though. I think
Oh.
maybe he's not too comfortable about his English. I don't know.
Oh.
Uh,
Guys, oftentimes when we see people's English are fine.
hmm.
In this issue, so I've decided to create a video series in different languages to keep you updated. We'll go through this case in
Oh.
detail, and whenever a major court ruling comes out, I'll break it down for you and discuss what it means for the future. Not only that, in the future, I'll also be covering hot topics related to the Korean entertainment industry,
Hot
We want to get
science,
topics.
into the
culture, and even
tea.
diplomacy.
Wait, listen, he
Ooh,
got 10K views in
interesting.
2 days. You know, here I think
Interesting.
it was 10K, right? Yeah, 10K views in 2 days.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Things that might interest international viewers, so make sure to subscribe. Today's topic: will NewJeans members actually have to pay a huge penalty?
Okay, so what I like him off the bat, it's a
Mm.
simple video like a slideshow, but it's okay. I don't need to see
Dancing.
Boy Next Door dancing with me watching New Jeans. Like
No, or playing background music. One time they
yeah,
the one of the channels
yesterday
put
how you
Blackpink,
like that,
and we're
bada bing
having
bada boom.
we're singing it and not paying attention. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I like it. This is good. This is like back in college.
Yeah.
As the conflict between NewJeans, HYBE, and Ador continues to escalate, there's been talk that if the court ultimately recognizes the termination of their exclusive contracts, the members could still be hit with massive penalty fees. Is this legally possible? And realistically, what are the
What how I see the situation, guys, is that the girls, of course, the court will rule massive penalties,
I
but
don't think
then
so though. I think
listen, listen,
okay.
listen, 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 listen,
Go ahead,
listen,
go ahead,
listen.
finish.
But it's really up to HYBE to really apply the penalties. Okay, that's what I feel like.
Okay, so off the bat, yeah, you're right about that. But I think if they rule that a New Jeans had the right to terminate, I think there's no penalties. That means
Mm-hmm.
contract wasn't void,
Mm-hmm.
so there's no penalties. So I think if by some miracle court rules in New Jeans' favor, then New Jeans won't have to pay shit.
chances of this happening? Let's dive
That's
into it.
I'm curious.
1. Will Ador sue NewJeans members for civil liability? The members of NewJeans argue that they shouldn't have to pay any penalties. Why? Because in their view, the contract termination happened due to HYBE and Ador's wrongdoing, not theirs. So they believe they bear no liability for damages. But hold on, that's their argument. Whether the court will fully accept this is another story. I'll discuss that in a future video.
I'm so
For
curious
now,
to what he
HYBE and
thinks.
Ador still maintain that the contract is valid and that they are committed to resolving the situation.
Yes, we have.
So technically, we aren't at the stage of calculating penalties or damages just yet. However, the NewJeans members seem to be taking a stronger stance, and their parents' public statements are getting more intense. If things continue this way, a complete breakdown of the contract seems increasingly likely. And if that happens, HYBE and Ador, both publicly traded companies, may have no choice but to pursue civil action. 2.
Mm.
What about that multi-billion won penalty clause? Could it be ruled invalid? First, let's clarify
What's
something.
that?
Penalty clause.
Well, the penalty. Remember that they each would own like not each, but they would totally own
Oh,
like 250 million dollars. So like
oh.
15 million ahead.
And yeah, I remember this
Yeah.
one.
Clauses and damages are different. A general liquidated damages clause sets a predetermined amount for compensation in case of a contract breach. If the amount seems excessive, the court can reduce it. This happens quite often in real-world legal cases,
Mm.
but a
I
penalty
can see
clause
that.
is different. It's an additional punishment imposed on top of actual damages.
Oh,
Unlike liquidated
yeah.
damages, the court generally doesn't have the authority to reduce it.
Oh.
However, if the penalty is outrageously high, the court could declare it invalid as an anti-social legal act under Korean civil law. So, does that mean the rumored multi-billion won penalty?
I don't think they would deem it invalid because we saw, well, in our reaction they showed us how it's calculated, and I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, as the amount is high, but based on the calculation, it wasn't out, like, it wasn't really unfair. The only thing they calculated based on revenues, my argument would have been to calculate based on profits, not on revenue,
I
because you, to generate revenue, you have expenses.
mm,
In that case, there's no expenses because, well,
mm,
I mean, law fees, yeah, sure, the court fees, but you don't have to, pay employees for touring, like
true.
flights,
Yeah.
staging. There's no those
Yeah.
expenses. So I feel like
Mm.
profit is what should matter. Projected profit for the duration of the contract, not the revenue.
I love that we're all interested in the legal aspect of this case. Like, this is so amazing.
Against NewJeans members will be invalidated? Probably not. Korea's entertainment industry follows a standard
Wait, I have a question now. Okay,
Hmm.
so people who are following this NewJeans fans,
Yeah,
how old are they? Because
I think they're kids.
kids. So I don't know if the kids are invested into this part.
No, they're invested
No.
into supporting new jeans, no matter what they're doing.
exclusive contract issued by the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. Since this is a government-regulated contract, it's unlikely that the court will rule it as unfair or antisocial. Also, let's be real. Successful artists have strong incentives to break contracts and sign better deals elsewhere. If contract breaches become too easy, the entire entertainment industry could
Yes.
suffer.
That's basically what we've been saying in the previous reaction. That this would set a
is
precedent,
concerning.
whereas not every, but a lot of groups start leaving. It's not gonna happen.
That's why harsh penalty clauses exist, to deter contract breaking. 3. How much could a Dior actually claim? It's hard to predict an exact amount, but based on the standard contract formula. Penalty. Recent 24-month average revenues remaining contract period. Reports suggest this could total around 600 billion KRW plus 450 million
Wow.
USD.
So the formula is
It's-
revenue.
It's the I know formula says revenue, but as I said, my claim would be revenue is not fair because there's not expenses. So I don't believe. Like, I mean,
You
if
understand the formula.
I
That formula
know,
is in
okay,
place because
listen,
you're not even this
I
formula.
understand that, but if I was a defense attorney, I would argue that this is not fair and it should be
So
profit,
what
not
about
revenue.
the employees who like are under HYBE but Adore? They should lose out because their
Well, they're not
decisions?
losing out because they're not working for that.
Yeah, but this plan, they plan like they were assigned like that was under their label. Like Adore is assigned to manage NewJeans. Now you're saying those employees under NewJeans,
So
they're out of work because of
okay,
NewJeans
okay.
decisions?
So prosecution is gonna make the claim you're making.
Yeah.
So we'll see who wins.
This figure actually
Mm-mm.
appeared in leaked Kakao Talk messages between Min Hee-jin and a former HYBE executive last year. But here's the catch. Just because Ador could theoretically demand 600 billion KRW doesn't mean they will. More realistically, HYBE and Ador might take a strategic approach by filing for a smaller amount first. Perhaps 50 to 100 billion KRW, 37 to 75 million USD. This way, they can reduce the burden on the court to rule on such a massive claim.
That's smart. That's more realistic to collect. Because let's be
Ooh.
real, 250 million, the girls don't have it.
Yeah.
35 million to 70 million, they don't have it. But
That's
if
a deal.
no, but
They're getting a deal.
if you allow them, get a judgment and they continue performing, they will earn that money at some point. Like 35 million, that's like what, 7 million ahead. They will earn that money in a few years, so they can pay back in a couple of years. 50 million ahead, that's 10 years worth of money, maybe.
Yeah, but that's a deal.
It is a deal.
Keep the door open for additional lawsuits later. Even 100 billion KRW, 75 million USD, would be a crushing financial burden for the members.
Yes, it would.
Realistically, NewJeans' future agency would likely step in to negotiate a settlement rather than let the members face this alone.
True.
But if that doesn't work, in the worst case scenario, some members might have no choice but to comply with HYBE's demands. Summary.
Really?
Can
Why
NewJeans
some
members leave
members?
HYBE?
Why some members?
Well, because others might choose to, fight it. I don't know.
For good? Even if the court grants contract termination, ADOR is likely to sue, prolonging legal battles and limiting their activities. How much could ADOR claim? Theoretically, up to 600 billion KRW, but more realistically, 50 to 100 billion KRW in initial claims, with the possibility of more lawsuits later. What happens
Ooh.
next? NewJeans will likely sign with a new agency and negotiate a settlement. But if talks fail, some members might be forced to compromise with HYBE.
So I guess this is just a summary. So, I don't know.
This part gets me though.
What?
Some members might be forced to compromise. Why some members? Why some? Not
Because
all.
some might have more guts than others.
The what? So are you saying the ones that are born in South Korea, like the South Korean
I have no idea. I
members?
can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Guys,
But
can you tell me?
you guys said this is gonna give us different perspective. I feel like this is basically regurgitated everything K-pop spy been saying. Just like, I mean, obviously in legalese, but it's the same thing.
The only difference
Then
that we heard
really-
is that okay, they may settle for less to work out
Well,
a deal because
we always-
ultimately they knew they not gonna collect
we
600
always knew
billion.
that was possible, though. So because I thought this would present an argument that NewJeans would win. This just kind of presented the facts, which
Honestly,
facts are facts.
I want to see someone who is guys. I want to see someone who is saying in favor of NewJeans. Like, what's
I
the
would like to
pathway
see
for them to
how they're
win?
rationalizing it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I still don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you rationalize breaking a
Yeah.
contract with such a weak sauce case.
Yeah.
And then you just like, oh yeah, fuck hype. I don't doesn't sit with me.
And this person is an attorney.
Yes.
So is there another like attorney or someone's
Well,
perspective to think?
There is the other guy that we reacted, but the other guy said, yeah, they're unlikely to win either. So
Yeah.
it's like, I'm yet to see from
So
that's why I was kind of hoping, because he's an attorney. I was hoping that okay, so we're gonna get an attorney saying that NewJeans actually have a case, but we didn't really get that. So
then I'm under the impression they're okay with settling. They're okay paying instead
But
of the 600 to 100.
if the new agency would be paying, then whatever. The members, they just have to work. I mean, they've been working for HYBE. Might as well.
They want to work, but just they don't want to work for HYBE.
Do you think new agency gonna be any better? It's the same. It's just the same industry.
And
Everybody
they're
acts the
gonna see-
same.
They're gonna see
They're
themselves,
gonna find out.
and they're gonna do it again.
Yep.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Thank you for sending this as a request to get a perspective of this case even further. We, of course, will be right on top of it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible. Bye.